world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Arizona Cardinals. They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw on second down. Chase. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the bootleg. Chase. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Chase. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Turner. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Chase. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is Leonard Fournette. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Second down, Mariota. A quick hitter complete. It's King. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Fournette, a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. To throw is Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Right back to Dixon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
the play fake. Chase steps away to his left. And he's got room. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll try the counter with Dixon. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Off the bootleg. Chase. He's going to air one out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
That's it, baby.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. To Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
To throw again. Chase trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking to throw. Chase. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, here's Fournette. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and 4. Now from the 50. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Chase. A dump off for Dixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. To throw on second down. Chase. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. From the gun, Chase. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Chase got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now let's go. Blue, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Check. Check out route. Hot. Check 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Chase. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number three. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Four yards remaining now on second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mariota. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
On the give, this is Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but A lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
On the completion, this is Carey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Chase. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Chase looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Turner. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. First down, Chase. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception here, Mariota. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's King. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Time running out here on the play clock. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Over! Here we go now.
Throwing again. Chase. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Chase. Throw left side complete. It's Ford. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
To throw on second down. Chase. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun. Chase. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down. Chase. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Play clock winding down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Green 39, over.
Off the play fake, Chase. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Blue line, over.
From the gun, Chase. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Chase drops it underneath to Dixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Chase staying up, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down.
Set. Blue landing.
Operating from the gun. Chase. Forced out to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer to all 3 of those positions.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Mariota now on second down, rolling to his right. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Fournette running right. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mariota here to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Mariota to throw it this time. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ross on to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're